Welcome, you guys. If you have not already watched the intro and picked your pile, I'm going to link that in the description box below. So go ahead and do that. Otherwise, let's get started. Hi, everybody. Okay, this is pile number 2. So if you chose this pile, this crystal is Amazonite, and this is a courage stone. So this is courage, joy, communication. It's also abundance and creation. And it's just a really beautiful stone. I really love this. So we'll see what comes next. Inner Temple. Devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. Okay, so for you guys, the next 10 days are gonna be, it's a little bit of a healing process for you guys. It's a little bit of a healing journey. I feel like I think you're already started. You're doing a lot of heart healing right now. It almost feels like tuning into your divine feminine. And it doesn't matter what gender or anything like that that you identify as. This is feminine, divine feminine energy, and I'm really getting this is like creativity. This is like juicy, almost sensuality, like a little bit of like wildness, and like getting a little bit outside of your comfort zone, but in a really exciting way. So this is a really exciting energy, you guys. So this is this is the next 10 days for you guys. So I feel like this has already started, but this is the ongoing journey for you guys of I love it. Devotion. Like, that's a powerful, powerful energy. Okay, so again, this is really tuning into who you really are. This is, throwing off the shackles of opinion and advice and shoulds and should nots and, what's acceptable and what's not. This is really you being like, okay, this is who I am. If you don't like it, then, it's too bad. Like, this is who I am. And so this is almost like this is a very strong feeling of like, you're done. You're so done with feeling this way, or so done with feeling like you can't be who you really are. So this is you really just breaking free in a really beautiful, powerful way. Trust in your higher self. Okay, so this is like, there's still a little bit of fear involved of like, will people like me the way I am? Will I be accepted? But Spirit is really stepping in here, and so just connect. No matter what the outside world looks like, no matter what's going on in your physical world, you always have access to Spirit through your heart, through your higher self, through your divine mind, and just allow yourself to trust that you are being taken care of, and that this is all part of your divine healing journey, okay? How perfect. Let go of control. Yeah, because this can be a little bit of a scary process for a lot of you, of feeling like, because this new expression of who you are, this can feel a little bit out of control because you're so used to controlling your expression and controlling your emotions and your outside appearance. And so this is saying, let go. Just relax, be you, let yourself just be. There's one of my favorite sayings is, there's little to do and much to be. So just be, just allow yourself to be. Okay, choose your priorities and eliminate all distractions. So this is really like, you guys are just sort of really focused in on this new you. So I kind of get the feeling like a vision board might be a great idea for you guys right now, but like, write it down, do something to really anchor in this energy, and stay focused on it. Stay strong, stay moving forward, and don't let anything get in your way, okay? That's been coming up a lot lately. Trust your instincts to guide you through this situation, okay? And so this goes right along with this, like, your intuition is right on, okay, you guys? That your intuition is leading you exactly where you need to go, and it may not make sense all the time, because that happens a lot. Like, our intuition doesn't always make logical sense, but if you trust and open your heart and just follow, it'll always lead you exactly where you need to be, okay? And when you look back later on, it will make sense, but it may not right now. Okay, so I kind of get the feeling like you guys had a project or something that you put aside maybe a long time ago, something that you gave up or set aside because you like maybe you lost faith in yourself or you started doubting. It's time for you guys to pick that back up again. It might have been popping into your head recently, like you may have been thinking a lot about it. And so trust. Maybe that I feel like that's really what this is saying is trust this, trust what's coming up for you. And you might be like, what, why is this going on? Like, well, I haven't thought about this in years. Start getting back into it, or start whatever your intuition is guiding you towards. It may lead you exactly like this. Well, it will lead you exactly where you need to go, but I feel like it has a lot to do with this thing that you put aside a long time ago. I think that you're afraid of moving forward with it. Like, I think that you're afraid, like, maybe I'm rusty, maybe I've lost my touch, maybe it doesn't matter anymore, but am I still relevant? But I really get the feeling like you guys, your spirit is leading you this way for a very important reason. So trust, especially when you hear dissenting voices outside. That's the most important time to trust your instincts and to trust the messages you're getting from spirit. Because I feel like you guys may have a tendency to hear advice or opinions from people outside and be like, oh, okay, well, they're right, so I should just follow them and not do what I want to do or not do this thing. So this is saying, like, no, like, this is a lot of this is saying, like, release all outside influence and just do what you do, okay, with love. Okay, I'm not saying to just, you know, give a great big fu to the other people in your life. I'm saying lovingly say, hey, thank you for sharing, thank you for your input, I'm choosing to do this. And so the basis of all of this is love for yourself and love for those around you. But I'm getting that this is like a reawakening for a lot of you, and just like reinvigoration, like a renewal. It's almost like you're coming back to life, like maybe you've been asleep for a long time. I feel like you guys have been taking on too much responsibility. You guys, like, maybe you have families, maybe you have kids, you have a lot of stuff on your plate, and maybe even, I kind of get the feeling for some of you, those responsibilities are starting to lessen, and now you're like, okay, now I need more responsibility to fill that gap. Okay, but now is the time to use that new space for yourself. Okay, now's the time to be selfish. Okay, because you are givers. I know that about you guys. And so now is the time for you to take that energy that you've been expending on other people and bring it back into yourself and use it to reawaken your heart, your spiritual senses, your inner feminine divine goddess. Okay, this is kind of a fun card. You are powerful, but you haven't been expressing it. You've been, I kind of feel like, you guys, that there might be like an older male figure in your life, or someone who feels like they have authority over you, who is kind of putting you down a little bit, who's saying, well, no, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't spend your money that way, or you shouldn't engage in that. That's just irrelevant or frivolous or whatever. And it's, you know what, I'm really getting the feeling of like it's like, oh, okay, you can have your opinion, like, you're okay, you know, like this kind of like sweet silly, like, okay, but that doesn't mean you have to listen. They're caught in their own world, they're experiencing their own growth, their own challenges, their own lessons, and you can love them deeply and not take their advice and say, you know what, again, thank you for sharing. I get how deeply you care about me, and that's why you're giving me this advice. But I have my reasons for choosing what I'm choosing. And you get to respect that. Or maybe even I'm asking you to respect that, because they don't have to do anything, just as you don't have to do anything. This is a mutual respect here that this gets to be, okay, you guys? Yeah. But oh, okay, this is really beautiful. So what's coming next for you guys is this is about respect. This is about wisdom. This is about like a coming together and expressing like a partnership. And so this is specifically for this relationship, but this is about you fully standing on your own two legs and saying, you know what, I am powerful. The beautiful thing about relationships is when truly healthy relationships are not two people always leaning on each other. A healthy relationship is two individuals, two healthy, powerful individuals who choose to stand together side by side to be there for each other, but not to like you're not codependent, like you don't need each other in order to be whole. And we get a lot of this romantic cultural influence of like, I need you, or I need to be needed, and it can feel good, but that's not how we're meant to live. We're meant to be powerful with each other. Okay, and I feel like this person may have, you know, in the long term of your relationship, may have become invested in you, leaning on them because they feel powerful when you do that, and so they may get a little scared when you start standing up on your own. So you can just reassure them and say, hey, and tell them, look, I still love you. I still want you in my life. I am choosing to empower myself, and then you can then empower them as well. Okay? So this is a really powerful, very empowering reading for you guys. Like, you guys are on this great journey, and I get that this will last. This is going on right now in these 10 days, but this has been going on for a long time and will continue to go on for you guys. Okay, so these cards, as always, I like to end with healing cards to kind of cap off the reading and to give you some energy moving forward. These are from the what are they called? I keep wanting to say crystal, the Seashell healing deck by my friend Zabe Barnes. She's an amazing healer. She does a lot of different healing modalities. She created these cards to bring healing, and they emanate this energy. And so these two cards represent the healing that you guys need or deserve right now. And so you can pause the video and just take in the energy. I'll link her website down below, because she's got a lot of amazing stuff, but these are the energies that will serve you right now. Yes, self-esteem. This is so perfect. Yeah, this is exactly what you guys are working towards right now, is self-esteem. You are powerful. You are amazing. You are divine. You are gods and goddesses. And so this is telling you, yes, you are worth it. And compassion. Compassion for yourself, and especially compassion for those in your life who are not showing up the way you want them to, because they have their own reasons. And the more compassion you can have for where they're at, the more you come together and the more you guys can have a win-win in your relationship. So you guys, thank you so much. I always get a lot out of this. I hope you do too. I would love to hear your comments down below. What resonated with you? How is this correspond to your story, your life? And I'd also love to hear, like, what would you like to hear from me next? What kind of readings would you like to see? So I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.